views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
The Jenn-Royster-Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn, and if you're new to the show, we're all about the metaphysical topics, whether it's the angelic realm, energy healing, everything that's going on. We talk about astrology. I don't focus my specialties in astrology, finding there's a lot of alignment with the same things that I'm seeing and receiving from angels that I give you in messages. And so today, that's what we're going to do. We're talking about the angel guidance and what they're saying about this upcoming solar eclipse and new moon in Pisces that's coming on Sunday, February 26th. Now, you might already be feeling it. Some of you might not be feeling anything at all. Some of you might be feeling a lot, and then it might be all over the place. It might feel like, yes, I feel like this. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Wait, I'm over here. No, I'm not. Where's my mind? Oh, gosh. Yes, it can feel like that sometimes with a Pisces energy. Now, why is that? Pisces is an emotional sign. It's also very intuitive. It's also going to take you inward. It's going to take you through those deep, dark closets you have hidden away inside you. And they're not for anybody else. They're for you and your healing. It's not about anyone else. Right now, we're in a current energy that's about you healing you, because that is how you help the world. When we, excuse me, I'm getting a tickle in my throat. Wow. Like I said, oh my gosh. Excuse me. We have energy, and I'm feeling it too. Like, I'm just getting it right now, but I just was receiving a message that I was jotting down from the moon angel, which I talked about a couple of weeks ago, Archangel Ananel, or Haniel, goes by Haniel as well, which is a little easier to say for me. But that is a very good, made my eye water. That is a very good angel for right now with this Pisces. And we had, a few weeks ago, we had in a full moon, we had a lunar eclipse, which is all about the ending. It's the ending. We're wrapping up what all of 2016 was about, and that was about ending a 9-year cycle, because we're moving into a brand new beginning. It's all been about the beginnings. We've been talking about it nearly every show. You're seeing it, hearing about it, because we're in the first year of a new 9-year cycle. But it wrapped over and overlapped a little bit. The universe really gives us a grace period. That's what it's like for me. It's like an overlapping grace period, because it's not like, okay, it's December 31st over with, now it's January 1st, done. That doesn't go like that. There's a little bit of overlap. So we've been wrapping up and tying up loose ends. You've had some things happen in January, February, and I had a lot of activity and endings in January, actually. So I don't know what you had or what you didn't have. You may have physical things acting up. You may have dreams and memories popping up, and you feel like, I thought I dealt with that. But if it's coming up right now, it's coming up for a reason. And that was the one main message that I want to start right off the bat with, that Archangel Haniel had. She said, and I go with a she, they're genderless, but I go with a she because it is intuitive, emotional, feels more of a feminine energy. And she said, you have to embrace these emotions. You can't run from the fears anymore. We really are running out of space to run away from anything we're scared of. We don't want to be running anymore. We want to walk right through it. I know. Yeah, we want to walk right through it. And that's when you're going to find your breakthroughs. That's when you're going to find your change. Now, I'm not recommending, if you are really feeling like you're struggling with this, or it's a heavy depression, or you just cannot by yourself, then don't. Reach out with someone you feel comfortable with. You can work with somebody like me or someone else in your area or a good friend that you feel comfortable with. But you need to know that it's not about dumping it all over somebody else. And we don't realize sometimes when we're so desperate that we could be pulling energy off somebody else when they need to be working on theirs too. Now, we support each other, but at the same time, we don't want to drain each other and get in each other's way of our own growth and their growth. This energy, one of the big ones that most people really don't want to hear about is that right there. They're like, oh, that sounds a little complicated. And the angels, it's changing how I receive the messages and what I'm to share. I'm receiving things on how to shift with the chakras and the chakra clearing. So, and those are the things I'm working on in some classes that I'll be putting up very soon. Really, they're really going up, I know. I got put on delay all last summer, and so I've waited. It's like, that's okay. We don't need any more of what we already have out there. We need what we need now in the current energy we're moving into. So I just was patient, and I've waited. And it's unfolding, so I'm unfolding with it. And that's been the least stressful way as I walk through this energy, and nobody really knows. Now, what's the other thing about this energy? Pisces, and because we were in February, it's relationships, it's love, relationships are ending, relationships are beginning, relationships are changing. I don't know what that situation might be for you, but we have to not avoid what it's doing. We have to kind of be realistic with that. And some are. I mean, sometimes we are just so afraid to be without something that we know deep down probably needs to go away. And we hold on to it because we're scared to be by ourselves. We're scared to open our heart. We're scared. We're just scared. It's fear. Fear's the block right there. So I wanted to put that one out right away. Now, the solar eclipse, there's ways that you can start to work with that right now. And through this show, that's what I want to focus on is this energy we're in right now and guidance the angels have suggested for you on how we can make the most of this eclipse energy, because this is big. This is a big jump into the new beginning we've been ramping up for. The lunar eclipse was about ending. Solar eclipses are about new beginnings. And it's coming in at the same time with that moon in Pisces. So an eclipse magnifies all the energy. It magnifies. I feel these kinds of energies every month. So I'm sharing it with you because it does to all tie together for myself. And I know a lot of you do. Now, if this isn't for you, that's fine. This is what we're talking about because the angels will come in. I'll have more dreams. I mean, the energy does magnify it. It's like turns up the volume to an antenna or a microphone, believe it or not. It just comes in even stronger. It's like you're closer in the frequency. That's what happens to me. That's how I'm explaining my experience with that. And right now, honestly, it's about just being okay with, okay, this is what's happening today. I'm not sure what's going to happen tomorrow. It's a little bit of that. Yes, it is. And I know that some of you are used to having control. Some of you would prefer to know what's going on ahead. This, honestly, is one of the best ways. Numerology or, astrology, the moon cycles. I pay attention to the guidance that comes in without trying to force it to go a certain way. That's what's real. And, it's not like there's a textbook on the shelf, but we have something like this that really, honestly, it's about as much as you're going to get ahead, but it's going to tell you what's going on. And it is about not avoiding right now. It's really important. If you want to move forward, if you want to ascend, that's what I'm about. That's what I want for you. It's not avoiding these things that are going to be creeping up right now. It started yesterday. The energy started to really flow with this one. That started yesterday. I was feeling about a week before that. I always seem to be a week ahead. I don't know. I guess I'm just anxious. But I've been feeling it, and now I'm starting to see other people are popping into it. You'll see behaviors. You see maybe people just want to be left alone. Please honor that. They might want to be left alone. Unless you're talking about someone that's in a dangerous situation. I understand that. But don't be afraid to reach out. But reach out for someone that has everything, strong to where they're in their own identity. If we're reaching out to somebody that's already exhausted and worn out and trying to find their way too, is that really going to help? And I'm asking you to look at that. Okay, think about that. That's an important message that the angel has brought in so far. It's not about not reaching for help. It's about reaching for help that doesn't hurt either one. So here we go. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the solar eclipse that's coming up with the new moon in Pisces on February 26th with angel guidance. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn-Royster-Show, or welcome to our video live stream. You can check it out on the-jenn-royster.com. Stay with us. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Leslie Fontaine, and my show is Sheer Alchemy on transformationtalkradio.com. When we're bogged down with our emotions, the hardships that plague us in our relationships, at work, our finances, we literally can't see the higher plane where we could be operating from. Tune in to Leslie Fontaine, Sheer Alchemy, on
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
Tune in to the Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit jenn-royster.com for more information.
Artie Hoffman is the hottest psychic with the warmest heart and the host of the hit show Angels and Answers. A renowned psychic, medium, spiritual life coach, and an entertaining motivational speaker, Artie has helped over 15,000 people with his amazing intuitive gifts, his passion, and his humor. Call 877-ANGEL-02 to schedule a personal reading or to have your own psychic Artie party. That's 877-ANGEL-02. And visit artiehoffman.com and Angels and Answers on Facebook.
Are you ready for a game changer? Sarah Westall is bringing you Business Game Changers Radio. Sarah brings you leading experts, visionaries, and newsmakers who provide the best commentary on big issues and cutting-edge innovations. Sarah's 20 years as a business executive will help you think like an entrepreneur with expertise, energy, and attitude. Tune in to Business Game Changers Mondays at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com.
We are back. If you are just joining us, welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn-Royster-Show, and welcome on the video live stream if you are with us that way. We have a chat over there if you want to join in. Now, we're talking about this solar eclipse and new moon in Pisces coming up on February 26th. And we're already starting to feel that. It started pretty much yesterday. And the thing with that is the Pisces, I've already started that, and I was kind of getting that out there, the first part with the fear, because I don't want you to be stuck there, okay? Like, oh, no, don't be like bracing for the worst. That's not how you want to work with this energy. It's about surrendering. Pisces energy just takes you flowing. It's a watery sign, okay? It's a watery energy. And it just takes you in and out of everything. It reminds me of, the Charles Dickens classic, at Christmas with the Ghosts of Christmas, Present, Past, and Future. And they are taking him objectively, and he's looking at all of his life, kind of like a review. This energy is similar. It will take you in and out of history, memories, what's going on now, what was going on, what's working, what's not working. And it's really bringing it to the surface, and you're kind of watching this reflective slideshow so you can see it in a third-party way. Now, if you're getting all caught up in it and you're going with the worst of everything and you're not even paying attention to the good parts, then you're missing the whole point, okay? You just are. You're missing it. You want to take what you're seeing that you may not be comfortable with, or you don't really like that so much, or you really want to release that. If it's coming up again and you thought you released it, there's just some little part that you probably have to do again. And here's the other part. If you find you're overreacting to things, the sensitivity, the hypersensitivity, maybe other people, you're seeing that in other people. That's going to happen right now. Everybody's trying to calibrate to this new energy, okay? It's all brand new. You're trying to get used to it. It's like that. Your body is. You're finding that you can't eat the same things. You might be having some aches and pains. Headaches have been very commonly reported. You name it, it's happening. So here's the thing, and I got all kinds of notes here, so I'm going to be looking down a little bit so I can see those. Now, the thing with the energy is if it's showing you that, and this is one of the big things that the angels wanted me to share with you. And I had two coming in. I had Haniel, and I was expressing earlier in the first segment what Haniel had said about embracing those emotions and let me help you with what they're trying to show you, is how she said it to me. Now, Michael also came in, and he doesn't want you to worry about the fears. He wants to help you cut the ties and release those things, because that's holding you back from moving higher in your frequency and moving and absorbing the new frequencies coming in, the energy that's here, so it doesn't have to feel like a battle, It doesn't have to feel like a battle. Now, our souls are going to want us to go through and release, because that's your soul. Your soul gets it. It's your higher self. Your soul came here to learn and grow and ascend and awaken. And if we're resisting the awakening, that's when it gets bumpy, okay? For those that are new to this, that might be what it is. I don't want you to feel like you have to beat yourself up and do this perfect. It won't be like that. We're all in it brand new right now. Everybody's going through this. There's nobody this is the way it feels. There's a lot of people that say, oh, I'm the expert on this and that. And some people have called me that, but I don't feel like that. I feel like I am delivering as I'm receiving, and I'm learning it too. And I'm doing this every day and studying it on a regular basis. So I'm being very humble with that, because I honestly don't feel like anybody could be an expert at this right now in this moment, because how could you be? Unless you are way ahead of the rest of us. Maybe they are. And I'm not trying to say they're not. I'm not trying to say anything negative about anybody. I'm being honest that this is all brand new. We're all going through it. Now, a lot of us have been spiritually awakening for years, okay? And then some have just gotten thrown into the pile here. And you're going, whoa, what's going on? That's going to feel bumpier to you, where people that have been working on this for years, 20 years, 25 years, for a while, like I've been for a while, we can help you that way. Go, yeah, it does feel like that when you first start. However, you guys are really in a pocket that was bigger than we had it back then, because it was gradual, and now it's all of a sudden, wham, get with the program. So you're going the faster route, let's put it that way, but on ascension, You can choose to totally resist it and stay. But why? Why would you want to? I don't understand why you do, but that's opinion about that. Why not go to the fifth dimension? So right now, some of you might be feeling like you're going third, fourth, fifth. Wait, I'm back in third. No, wait, I'm in fourth. Another big thing with this solar eclipse energy is you're going to find some awareness in this. If you're working on it, intention to grow, then that you make and pay your true intention. The solar eclipse is all and where you really want to be. So take that seriously and put some energy into that. Now, one of the bigger things is make a list if you want to, or really spend some meditative time on those intentions over these next few days. And I would start now. It started yesterday. I would start now. If you find yourself wanting to kind of take that 5-minute daydream, so to speak, just go give yourself a 5-minute break. It's private. It doesn't need to be anybody knowing what's going on. It's for you, not anybody else. They're responsible for their energy and their thing. But pay attention and take those intentions seriously, because you want to be clear with the universe right now with this opportunity coming up on Sunday, the February 26th, with this energy, because it is just it's like catapulting you into this new beginning. You will still find that now it'll unfold. It'll start to unfold. It's not like you're going to wake up the next day and you're in a different planet. It's not like that. Things are going to feel realistic, but you are going to start to write. Actually, we've been able to do that already, is write. We're writing how we want to be. We're writing it. We're creating it. We're in that phase. That's why it feels so weird, because we are in all of this new energy already, and you're trying to figure it out, or maybe you feel fantastic in it. It feels wonderful. You love it. And then you are back around people that are the old way, or maybe they still feel more third or more negative, and it really pulls you. Well, now you need to practice this higher frequency, this awakening, this awareness that you have. Now you need to practice holding on to that and keeping that with you as you walk through those different levels that go up and down. You have to strengthen it now. You've got a brand new baby, and you got to take care of it. And it's yours. It's your energy. So that's a big one with this one coming up, because you're going to probably go to work, or you're going to go out into the world, and it doesn't seem so positive. No, you're going to see all that, but it doesn't have to affect where you are. You got to get your head wrapped around that one a little bit, but that's going to be an internal thing for you. It's going to be your way of doing that. So I really want to make sure that you guys understand that. There's so much going on right now that life is changing very rapidly, but it's going to be changing for the better. You have to grab onto yours and claim it. You want to claim it. I'm really looking forward to this energy, and it can feel everywhere. I've seen people being emotional. I've seen people getting depressed a little bit. And I was feeling, and this happened to me one day, I was feeling fantastic, and then somebody very, very heavy. That's how it was affecting them. It wasn't about like, oh, great, I'm fantastic till I get around you. It's not like that. This is where you've got to practice this. You stay lifted. Don't try to go fix them. Just keep your energy up and strong. Keep the light shining so they have something to give them some hope. You don't have to give them all of your energy. Give them hope by shining a light where they can find their way to their own light. Big deal, guys, for the empaths and those that are codependent, or, you got to always make sure everybody else is okay, or you don't feel like anything. There's no room for that anymore if you're going to be ascending to the fifth. That doesn't exist there. We got to get rid of that. We've got to let it go. You've just got to move forward in that. You can stay with it, and you are going to find that you're going back and forth a little bit with it. But I love the opportunity that we have right now that we can probably finally put that to rest and let it go. The people that you love very much, you're going to have to find a way to not try to make sure you're their entire existence and happiness. You need to be your own happiness. You need to allow them to find their way through their own ascension, and they may not even look like they're even going to go. Are some of you holding back your own growth because you don't feel like someone you love very much is going with you? Yeah, I'm going to call that card out on the table because that's a scary one. I know. But you can't do it for them, and you can't hold your own back. This energy is very much about everybody get back to their own corner and be responsible for themselves. You can do this, and it's actually got a lot of hope and encouragement in it, a lot of love. You're going to be starting to attract relationships and energy and groups and different things that are more like-minded with you. Some things will fall away, some things will end. But if they are ending and you just cannot hold on to them, why are you holding on to them? You need to ask yourself that, because you need to let that go. And I know these are some tough things to talk about, but we need to, because that's what's going on with this energy. And we're talking energy, metaphysical approach. I find that to be the most powerful thing ever. So we've got to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to keep powering on with this solar eclipse, angel guidance, and the new moon in Pisces coming up on February 26th. Stay with me. I'm Dr. Jenn. We'll be right back.
Tune in to the Jenn-Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit jenn-royster.com for more information.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Riddle.
And I'm Steve Kramer. We are the hosts of Spirit Fire Radio.
Join us each week as we explore universal spiritual principles and uncover ways that ageless wisdom can guide you towards purposeful living in these modern times.
We will challenge your thinking, offer insights, and discuss activities that will foster goodwill in your life and the lives of those you touch.
Tune in each Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Spirit Fire Radio, cultivating consciousness in your everyday life.
To learn more, visit spiritfireradio.com.
How would you like to release your stress and let go of your anxiety, fear, depression, or even physical pain? How would you like to feel more relaxed, more confident, and experience more success in all areas of your life? Dave Dodge from Stress Buster Radio has a number of cutting-edge methods that will help you do just that. For more information on how Dave can help you release stress, visit StressBusterRadio.com. Skype and phone sessions available.
The Earth is an ever-changing being. Goddess Light Shamanic Healer Bree Gibbs guides us through the ascending worlds, bringing forth knowledge and truth. As a light creator, she is here to provide new information needed at this time in our evolution. Join Bree as she shares messages from guides, spirits, ascended masters, goddesses, and others. Tune in the second and fourth Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific, and Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific for Silver Gaia Radio.
Introducing the Lucid Planet, a digital gathering place featuring cutting-edge, high-vibrational content that will empower and inspire you to become the greatest version of yourself. Visit the Lucid Planet today to stimulate your mind, body, and soul as you connect with a global community of like-minded people. The Lucid Planet is edited by renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly Neff, who is here to help you cope with anxiety, connect to your higher purpose, uncover your true passions, and live your dreams. Dr. Kelly's fresh, compassionate perspective emphasizes growth, transformation, healing, and thriving. Even in the face of adversity, say goodbye to bad news and low vibrational media for good and become part of the larger collective of people working together to navigate the global shift of consciousness and transform the world from within. Join the planet, the Lucid Planet. Visit thelucidplanet.com. Welcome home.
We are back, and welcome to the show if you're just tuning in. And I want to say a big hello to everyone over in the video stream. Hello to Candace over there. Good morning to you as well. Guys, if you want to check out the video live stream, you can go to my website or my YouTube channel. That's the-jenn-royster.com. The live chat's also over on my website there for your convenience. If you go that way, you don't have to go traipsing everywhere. And we're also live streaming with WBLQ in Westerly, Rhode Island, and transformationtalkradio.com, our network. Now, let's get to another aspect of this solar eclipse coming up. Now, we said it was a new moon in Pisces. Sensitive, you're in and out of all over the place. You just feel like 1 minute you're one way, 1 minute you're the other way. It's okay. It's more of a being okay and allow it to be the way it is. You might feel like you're all over the place, up and down, and don't avoid those downs. Don't avoid them. Don't let yourself get into a dangerous situation, but don't avoid them because they're going to show you something if they're doing that, okay? The other aspect is Neptune, which is an interesting planet, is sitting kind of close to the moon, okay? And that one is a spiritual planet as well. And, but it's kind of illusions, subconscious. You're going to start to see through illusions a little bit more with this new moon coming up because we're moving into a frequency that cuts through some of that. Things are going to start to show themselves more true to you, or wait a minute, I thought it was always this way and it's not, that kind of thing. And it'll be individual, also be grand scheme across the board in a bigger way. But this one is the one that if you're the analytical mind, or you don't believe in anything, or you don't believe in the magic of anything, you're going to start going, wait a minute, what was that? Maybe. And it'll make you start second guessing that. Just kind of smile, go with it, see where it's going to lead you. What is it going to show you? I shared this yesterday in my newsletter that I send out. I send a newsletter out every Wednesday. And I always like to give a personal note there to all the people that follow. But there was this really incredible experience I had yesterday when I was focusing on my intentions. And this is what I started doing yesterday with this new moon energy coming in. And I'm just walking. I do this every morning with Emmy, my co-host, the big Akita, that's over here sleeping. She works really hard. I know. Well, we're walking on this meditative walk. I love doing meditative walks. And this energy was this intention, these wishes, these dreams, and I wanted to manifest. And I kept finding that I couldn't settle, and it seemed like the list kept growing. It was like, whoa, wait a minute, I need to narrow it down here. There's like too many things on the list. I know that some of you may feel like you've got to make sure everything's on there and then you feel overwhelmed and all that. Yeah, I know. I got you on that one. Well, while I'm going through, I look down, and we are completely surrounded by those wonderful dandelions that are mature to where you pick them up and they have all the little white seeds in the round, where you blow them, you make a wish and then you blow them into the air and you blow all those seeds everywhere. Dandelions, by the way, are a very good antioxidant, by the way. They're very detoxing for your liver. They're kidneys actually. And they're very good for you. So, this thing that seems like a weed, not so much a bad thing. But when I saw them, and it was after I was thinking about this, it was the universe responding, going, the wishes and dreams are unlimited in the new energy. Just start making a wish and then believe. And I love that. I absolutely loved it. It brought the biggest smile to my face, and I felt so lifted in an energy frequency that just went wham. Like if it shot me up and bang your head on the ceiling, it went that fast. And I share that because that was something that they gave me, because I love nature and I love the animals, and they always use that to communicate with me. Right after I saw all of these, then I saw several feathers. And I knew that they were listening, they were responding, they're saying, just start. And I asked, okay, how may I serve? What can I share with people? Well, obviously, I want to share that with you because it lifted me. I want to give you that energy from my heart to you, because that's how good it made me feel to see that. That's something simple, right? Well, the hope in all of these things is that is always there. In fact, you're going to see it more. You know, at one point there for a little bit last year, probably, or maybe even yesterday for some of you, you were feeling like, where is it? I can't find the hope anymore. I'm just done. You were probably feeling like that. You're going to start to see it more. If you just allow yourself to ride this crazy all over the place current. And think of it like a crazy ride. You don't know which turn's coming next. Pisces energy is like that, where it's just going to take you in and out and all over the place, up and down. Explore it like an adventure. See what it has to show you. Make your intention list. This is something very big that came from Michael, too. Michael's like, yes, 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 because then you're clear. And then if you see some things happening in your life, like the list that you want to let go of, and this is something he's flat out saying, they're very direct and to the point today. So I guess this is how it's affecting me. I'm just like throwing it out there. Well, if there's something you're doing in your life or you're having trouble letting go because you just feel like, well, I really should, I don't really want to do this anymore, but I should. Should you? Is that something you need to release? Maybe transform it into something different. Maybe it needs to be updated or change the way you approach it, things like that, because that can refresh something and make it brand new. So some things are not just, okay, throw that away, it's done, it's over. Some things are going to be more, how could I redo that? It's kind of like a redecorating the room. You still have the room. It's still a bedroom or a living room. You're just going to completely change it up, right? Some things in your life might be like that. And the other thing I wanted to mention was a relationship part. Some relationships are going to go through some ups and downs, and they're going to start getting real. They're going to start being honest with each other. They're going to start learning to see one another differently or see who the other person really is. And if that is happening mutually between you, that's amazing, because that means that's not going to go away. I mean, honestly, you don't need to worry about holding anything. If it's supposed to stay, it will, and you will find your way through it. If you're not on like-minded frequencies, you may find it not working so well. And that's where you're going to need to start doing some surrendering and releasing, okay? The big thing is, the overall message for this solar eclipse is opening your heart and actually choosing the love, embracing the love. We've been talking about that this whole month of February, but really we want to take it all the way through every day. But you don't want to close your heart down. You want to open your heart. You want to open your heart for the true and honest of you to come out. You want to attract in those that resonate with where you are, that frequency. If you keep finding that you're bringing your frequency up and then it gets pulled way back down, or you're going back down there for someone else because you're waiting for them, you really have to look at that and think about that on this full moon solar eclipse, because this is pushing new, not hanging on to what was. So that one, I think everybody probably has somewhere, someone, something they have to kind of reevaluate. I know I've been doing my fair share of it, and I had some things in January that happened, and I shed my tears, and I had to be okay with that, and I had to let go. And it's okay. It's okay, even though you might still feel like you miss what was there. And that's something I want to talk about too. And this is all, oh gosh, they just keep telling me so much. Raphael comes in with this one, and I didn't know he was going to come in today, so thank you, Raphael. And he's saying to heal the heart is to open the heart. You have to open the heart to heal it. You have to open the heart to release things that need to come out so it can be filled with love again, and let the dark stuff out, the pain. You got to get it out of the way and then let it get filled with the love, right? But he also said, there's going to be things that you've let go of and that will have to move on. And what you want to realize in that is you can remember it. You can have fond memories of it. It doesn't have to pull you down and be negative. You'll remember it. You'll miss it at times, but you'll still want to find a way to resonate with a frequency of love and happiness and release it and allow it to move you more positively forward. I know that's a complicated thing to say, and I don't even know if I said that very well, but that's what he's saying to me. And I'm actually hearing at the same time I'm trying to talk, so it's distracting, but I don't want them to stop. They're giving me things. And it's like you're letting go, but you're not forgetting, and you honor and respect that experience that you had. You know, kind of like that photo album that we love. You know, you look back and you see where you've been, but it's okay. You're not there anymore, but you experienced it. And life, that is natural movement of things. So we have to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap the show up. We're talking about the new moon in Pisces and the solar eclipse coming on February 26th with angel guidance. And they've been injecting all over the place what they're suggesting to help you through this big transition that's going to have a really powerful impact energetically and really help us awaken. So stay with us. I'm Dr. Jenn. We'll be right back after the break.
What is a brilliant culture? And how do we create them? Why are they important? Claudette Rowley has created a breakthrough 5-step process to help you design a culture that is authentic, innovative, and successful. Learn how to create change with Cultural Brilliance Radio, the DNA of organizational excellence, and Claudette Rowley. To learn more or work with Claudette, visit ClaudetteRowley.com.
The Earth is an ever-changing being. Goddess Light Shamanic Healer Bree Gibbs guides us through the ascending worlds, bringing forth knowledge and truth. As a light creator, she is here to provide new information needed at this time in our evolution. Join Bree as she shares messages from guides, spirits, ascended masters, goddesses, and others. Tune in the second and fourth Monday, 11 a.m. Pacific, and Thursdays, 1 p.m. Pacific for Silver Gaia Radio.
Chris Stanis is a spiritual leader and healer and teaches a course on how you can transform your life through a meditation and healing system that will manifest your spirit's dreams. She manifested the Women of Wisdom Conference, the Women of Wisdom book, and this radio show. And she can show you how to change your life too. Are you ready? Visit the website and contact her at voicesofwomentoday.com. That's voicesofwomentoday.com.
Tune in to the Jenn-Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit jenn-royster.com for more information.
To see your life from an angel's perspective, book a personal consultation with Claire Candy Huff, angelic walk-in angel Ariel at Angel Healing House. Candy provides intuitive counseling, Reiki, and angel readings in person in Los Angeles or nationally and internationally via phone or Skype. She will channel the practical tools you need to transform your life. Call now, 831-277-3716, or visit angelhealinghouse.com.
Tune in to Mainstream Metaphysics Radio to harness your connection with the universe to effect change for optimal success and happiness. Named one of the country's top psychics, Eve now brings her insights and gifts to this weekly hit call-in show, joined by visionaries, leaders, and gifted others, but mostly you. Jot it down, Thursdays, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern on transformationtalkradio.com.
And we are back for the last segment. Welcome to the show. I'm Dr. Jenn. If you're just tuning in, you're listening to the Jenn-Royster Show. And welcome on our video live stream if you're joining us that way. Now, to wrap this up, we've been talking about the angel guidance, and they've been providing that. We've had Haniel, Michael, and Raphael came through. And the last little bit we want to talk about, and this one also comes from Haniel, the angel that's really been perfect for the month of February, is about the feelings and manifesting. And this would pertain to anything between relationships, business, jobs, what you want to do with your life moving forward. If you've been releasing things now for a while, good for you. You're going to find that starting to fade and not be such a big obstacle or just a big distraction. But if there's anything left, you might find that to be a pretty big distraction, but just go ahead and do it. Let's just move on. Now, you'll have more of a clear picture of where you want to go moving forward in your life once you've dissipated some of that. This energy of this moon is going to push that. But when it comes to manifesting, say we're trying to work with business. That's always one that comes up big, right? Or relationships, love relationships. Let's use that for an example. Instead of thinking with a business like, I don't know whether I should do this or this or this. I don't know what my life purpose is. I don't know if I should do, A, B, or C, or D, okay? You got all these different things. You don't know which way to go, right? Instead of trying to make it about, okay, I want to be a banker. No, I want to be a real estate. No, I want to be a painter. No, wait, I want to write a book. Instead of it being like that, like you're trying to give it a title of a job, go with something like your energy, how you feel in a job. For example, for me, I can use that. An example for me would be, I would focus on my creative energy versus how am I going to do? Should I do a show? Should I do a class? Should I write a book? Should I paint a picture? Yeah, I do a little bit of all of the above. But instead of it worrying about boxing it into one thing, I focus on how could I work with my creativity and bring that joy just flowing through into everything that I do, touch, see, think about. What is the feeling that you want to feel in that situation? What is it you want to feel at the end of a work day? What is it that you want to feel in a relationship? Focus on that with this one. And you're going to find, and then you have to let it unfold. Then you have to stop trying to control which way it goes. If it's a romantic relationship, you might be going, oh, what about that relationship with, take all the names out of it. Gosh, for that matter, take all the gender out of it. I don't know. Just take all of that out of it and go with what you want to feel in a relationship. And then let the universe bring some things and let them unfold. Now, it doesn't mean you just sit there and wait for everything to drop in your lap. It's going to unfold, and you're going to see opportunities and different things you can do. And that, my friend, is the way to do it. Now, don't forget about making your intentions list. I would highly recommend you take a few minutes each day for the next few days through Sunday and really give some thought to what your intentions and where you want to go moving forward. It really will be worth your while. This has been such an incredible year already, and we're barely out of February, right? I mean, it's just, I feel like so much has happened, and then it's only been 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks. So we're wrapping up, and we're coming out of February now. We're about to end February, but there is plenty here, plenty. Now you might be feeling like, hey, everything I used to do for clearing my chakras doesn't work anymore. You're not losing it, okay? That is making sense, because our chakras are changing. So we need to update that. And I'm working very hard on some things that I can bring to you on that. And I'm going to be putting that out on my courses. But I'm learning too. I'm saying, okay, this isn't working, that's not working. I have to listen. I'm working with the angels. I very much focused on what they're giving me to send to you I'm not finding it in textbooks or books so much, and I just feel like we're at a place where we need new information. So that's what I'm working very hard on. And I know I'm not the only one. I know a lot of people that are light workers and teachers are doing the same thing. If you are a light worker, don't lose hope. You haven't lost the connection. It's just changing. It's changed for me tremendously. And I'm doing the same thing that I'm sharing with everyone right now. I'm putting it out there, and then I have to allow it to show me how it wants to go. And it's basically taken me where I feel like I'm all the way back to learning brand new again. But I love that mode, and I'm just taking that with a positive stride. And I'm recommending you do the same. You can do that with your clients. If they're looking and they're not sure either, but we're really in a place where we have to help ourselves, including the clients that we help. I'm not that kind of teacher. I never really was, but I'm all about you doing your work and you taking responsibility for yourself. And this energy and this new frequency and this new beginning that we're all going into is very much about you've got to go here. You've got to open that heart. You've got to dive in. You've got to not be afraid when you see the pain or feel the pain or the heartache or the sorrow. You've got to swim right through it is the way to move it out and to release it, not to swim away and avoid it. Go right through it. We have to walk through everything that we've been avoiding. And so that is pretty much where we are right now. And this energy is, in a very positive way, a remarkable healing energy coming through because it wants you to have the open heart and to focus love everywhere that it needs to be within yourself. This is how you're going to make huge strides in finding your way forward in the next chapter moving ahead. In this new beginning, what is that for you? Ask yourself, what do I want? If this chapter, this book is ending of my life. So say, this one's just closing. The new one's coming. What do I want the new one to be? If you're done with this great book, or maybe not so great, you're ready to buy a new book or whatever, what would that be? Where do you want to move from here? This is what this energy of this eclipse and this new moon can give you. And Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Haniel have come through today, and they're very encouraging about this. They don't want you to be afraid to face the fears, and then if you can see them and you're there and you don't avoid it, now you can cut ties with it and release it. Now you can send love to those parts of you. And once you do that and you replace that, it frees it. If we're angry and we're hurting and we're just not wanting to go there, we're still kind of holding it. It's actually, you've just stuffed it in the closet. It's not gone. So that's what this is about. It's been a big heart month, absolutely. Next week on the show, we're going to do the angel guidance for March 2017. We'll be moving into that new energy by the next show. So, wow. I have no idea what they want to share, but I'm actually looking forward to it. For those of you that are new to this or you want to learn a little bit more, you can go to my website, jenn-royster.com, JENNROYSTER.com, and you can sign up for a free class. We have some on energy self-care and meditation, and we're going to be putting up some new, fresh classes that we need for where we're going. So that's what I'm going to be working on in the next few months. So you guys, thank you for listening. I always love being here with you, and I wish you a very healing and open heart experience with the new moon eclipse on Sunday, February 26th. Thank you so much for listening. Namaste.
You've been listening to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Remember to tune in each Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific and 11 a.m. Eastern Time on transformationtalkradio.com. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show, visit visit www.jenn-royster.com and transformationtalkradio.com.